We're back for another vlog, and it's a slightly disappointed vlog. I mean, there was some good stuff. So since I was last on the vlog, which was a couple of days ago now, I hosted another live stream for the ASV, which was with Rami Mando, amazing scientist who's using Parkes to work on pulsar timing arrays and things like that. Pretty cool stuff. Had a blast hosting that stream last night. So got another one in a couple of weeks' time with Lisa Harvey-Smith for the Astronomical Society of Victoria, which those are the streams I host for them, and that one's going to be pretty cool too. But that's where I was yesterday anyway. But back to what I want to talk about today, which is these 10-minute exposures. I want to try and show you something, so bear with me as I do this. I want to show you the difference between a 30-second exposure in Expert Camera RAW from the Samsung to a 10-minute Expert Camera RAW exposure to then a 55-second Deep Sky Camera Beta raw data app image. So I just wanted to show you those and just show you the difference, and then show you what happens when I try and open the Samsung S22 Expert RAW 10-minute exposure in the stacking app that I've got. It's not what I thought would happen, and kind of set me back a bit on that 10-minute exposure project, which I think has legs if I can work out how to solve the problems I'm having. And we'll get to those in a moment. But first, let's have a look at a 30 second image of Tarantula Nebula. Which you can flip, and you can see there, so we'll zoom in a bit. It's very, plodgy and murky and just low res, not great. Then we go to what is actually a really nice 10-minute exposure of Tarantula Nebula. Stars aren't obviously the sharpest, got to lift my game there with that, but the detail is good. There's not much noise there at all, and I worked out that I'm pretty sure it is like a constant stacking of data over a 10-minute period. Otherwise it would be a lot brighter than that, because this next one is a 55-second. Oh, here we go. We can compare them side by sides. So there's a 55-second of Tarantula using the Deep Sky Camera Beta app, and you can see there one's a lot darker than the other. The 10-minute, it's 10 minutes, and you would think it would be a lot brighter or with a lot more detail, but it's just not there. It's not getting it. It's the quality of the 55-second is actually better than the quality of the 10-minute. And then there is this other issue that I have, and we'll go and open. So we're going to open. We'll open this app up. So this is the program I use to do my stacking. It's called AstroPixel Processor. And let's go and load a light. So we'll load a light. We'll come to the desktop. We're going to load. We'll load this one. So this is the 55-second image. I'll load it in, double click it, and the bar across the top goes, and there we have it. There's my detail, and it's all there. It's nice. It's a good 55-second clean shot. But now if I go over to load the light again, we go to the 10-minute one, and in we go. It's loaded. So there you go. See what happens? It crashed. It will load it in, but it crashed. That is the problem I'm having with the 10-minute, or one of the problems I'm having with this 10-minute exposure thing. I reckon the data will be good and I'll be able to use it, but AstroPixel Processor does not like it. It says, no, not going to open. The other thing I've noticed is the 10-minute exposure is 9 meg. The 55-second exposure is 24 meg raw data. And I know size doesn't matter, so they tell us. the 24 meg is a much better quality image. That's really baffling my mind. And it comes back to, I'm pretty sure the 10-minute one is 10 minutes of stacked like the Google is. I'm very certain of that now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one of the 4-minute exposures, which comes out at raw data for the Google, and I'm going to try and load that into AstroPixel and see what happens. You know, just see what it does. See if that loads, and that might give me my answer. The other image I've got is the app that goes over the top of the camera raw data isn't working, the intervalometer app. So I'm either going to have to look for another intervalometer app that actually does what it's meant to do and click the button, or just not going to be able to do it until Samsung actually build an intervalometer into their own phone, which I think would be a really cool thing for a phone company to do. But yeah, look, that's where I'm at with this whole 10-minute exposure thing. I love the idea of it. It'll work wonderfully for Milky Way shots. It's really going to be really good for stuff like that. And I'm going to try and do some over the weekend if the sky's clear at the Dark Sky site. But I think from a deep sky object point of view, I think the 55 seconds, if I do 10 minutes worth of 55-second images, I'm going to get better data than one 10-minute exposure from the Camera Raw app of astrophotography mode. So there you have it. That's where I'm at. I'm a little bit flustered and confused and frustrated, and I think I know what's going on, but I'm still not 100% certain. But I'll report back over the weekend and we'll see what else happens. See you in the next vlog.